Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna. Welcome to Breland's Books. I'm in a different position today. What? This is another part of my room. Those are Dot books. I'm basically just flipped around from my normal setup, and today I just felt like sitting down and being a little more comfy. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the book We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallich. As you can see by the title, which will probably be something about a review of We All Looked Up. Ha 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 ha. This book I kind of picked up on a whim. I didn't know a lot about it. I just had it read. People had said that it was good, so I just picked it up one day and I was like, why not? And I read it and I really enjoyed it. It's told through the perspective of four different people. Peter, Eliza, Anita, and Andy are the four different narrators, and they're all very different people. They have minimal interactions before the story takes place. Peter and Eliza have a little bit more involved backstory, but Anita, I'll tell you about a little about each characters and what I like about them the most. I think I'm gonna talk about the characters first, and then I'll get into the plot. Peter is like Mr. Perfect, high school, blah, 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 blah. He has like the popular girlfriend and he's on the football team and he's like class president or something like that. Or he's on the student council and he's Mr. Popular, and I instantly didn't want to like him because of it, because I think that character can be really boring. But it starts with him questioning, like, is he gonna be miserable in life if he goes down this path that he's going down? Established very quickly that he isn't happy being Mr. Perfect, and that made me a little more hesitant to dislike him. So I didn't dislike him instantly because they made it so obvious that he knew there was something wrong, but I was... Still, he's not my favorite or most interesting character. Eliza is the next character that we see, and she used to be like a really quiet, shy kind of girl who is amazing at photography, which is really important for the book. But then after an incident, she like completely changes and she becomes known as like the school slut. So she completely changes, and she's very interesting. I enjoy her character because when we get to her, she's at such like a low place. And I think that was interesting. Anita is probably my favorite character. Her parents like expect her to go Ivy League and to be their perfect daughter, and Anita doesn't want that. She wants to be a singer. It talks about her like sitting in her closet. There's a part where she just sits in her closet and just sings with this record, because it's the only place in her house where she can sing, and her parents won't hear her because they completely don't support her in singing. And I enjoy her because she was kind of a character who looked like she had it all together and was Mrs. Perfect. She's on student council with Peter, but she's actually she is very aware of how not perfect she is and how her life isn't perfect. And I like those characters who they are aware of how their perfect life isn't perfect, which is why I was giving Peter a little bit of more of a chance, because I was like, maybe. Because he was kind of like realizing that his life isn't perfect. So, but I like characters who yeah. Then there's Andy, who's like a massive stoner skater dude. Pretty typical. But they're all, I liked all of the characters, and the relationships are interesting. And it kind of this book is about, and I probably should say that. Wow, 5 minutes into filming and I haven't actually told you what the book is about. Nailing it. Woo! The book is about those four characters and all of the other people who interact with them. They have 2 months before an asteroid hits the Earth. It starts with them the night that they find out about it, and then follows them until the end. And it was really good. There's this whole thing about finding your Karas, which Andy talks about a lot, which I don't remember how he finds that information. But it's like a group of people who, it's kind of, they are Akaras because they weren't friends or whatever before, but then this like thing brings them all together, and they start referring to each other as that, so they're very aware that they, like, there's a part where Peter's like, I wish the rest of the Karas were here or something. And I liked this take on what would happen if an asteroid was going to hit the Earth, compared to Tumble and Fall, because in Tumble and Fall, they're on, like, a secluded island, and so the effects, they don't see the full effects of the world, but in this one, they're in Seattle, so they're near Seattle. Or are they in Tacoma? They might be in Tacoma. They're in a city in Washington, and they really see the effects full on, and they, like, have police are, like, amping up and they're arresting people for ridiculous stuff. People are getting angry. One of the things that Eliza does is she starts a blog, a Tumblr, with her photos, and she's just documenting the end of the world because she doesn't know what else to do, and it's really good. I think it's worth the read. I probably should have, like, written down notes or something while I was reading so I could do this more effectively. I'm trying not to give spoilers, so it's hard to, like, there are some characters in here who are kind of scary and freak me out, but they're supposed to. That's why they're there. There's a soundtrack that goes with this book, and in the back, actually, Tommy Wallich provides you with lyrics, because part of what happens is Andy and Anita decide that they're gonna make music together, because it's like, what else is he gonna do? It's the end of the world. So there's, like, a note on the music in the back, and there's a whole album that you can, like, go, and in the back, it has, like, lyrics to the song. These are all songs that he actually wrote a full song of and recorded and produced that he thinks Anita and Andy could have made. And Save It is my favorite. I think it's the one that Anita sings at the end of the book. The entire book is all leading up to this party that Anita and Andy put together with the Karas put together this whole giant party at the end of the world. Eliza's, like, telling people, so, like, people are coming from all over to come to this party, because the whole book is kind of just, like, what do you do? It's the end of the world, so, like, what's worth it, and what is the point, and why would you just keep doing all this stuff? And it's so good, and, yeah, so it's all leading up to this big party, and that's kind of when it, like, woo! There's some other stuff, like, that's real important, and it's just good. It's just good. It's just good. If I sound a little weird today, my throat is a little scratchy, so if I sound weird, it's one of those things, like, I can't hear myself, so I don't know if I sound weird or if I just think I sound weird, but I think I sound really gravelly, and not in, like, a good way. I think it's a, like, are you okay? Are you okay? What am I doing? Doing book reviews without, I think I gave this 4 or 5 stars on Goodreads, and either one would be, I think 4 stars is probably where it should be, because while it was good, it isn't one that, like, when I started it, I didn't want to just instantly read all of it. I was kind of like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. And then I had, like, half, I think a little under half the book left, and then I was, like, really invested, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish this, and I did in one sitting. Like, the second half I did in one sitting, but I don't think it is 5 stars, because there are a few things in it that I'm just like, but was that necessary? And there's something that happens towards the end that I was really upset about, and I just didn't think it was, like, a necessary, like, I get that it's, like, a moment of, like, intensity and, like, blah, 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 blah. I get why he put it in, but I don't think it was necessary, considering everything else that was happening at that point in the book. I don't. Every time I read the name Eliza in the book, I just thought Eliza Hamilton, and I was just like, how blessed and I just kept thinking about Hamilton, so that was very distracting. And they went to Hamilton High School. Their school was called Hamilton. So I was just very distracted. I'm just like, I'm just orphan, son of a whore in the sky. So I basically had the entire soundtrack running through my head the entire time, which I do most of the time anyway, but it was like more noticeable in this. Today was interesting. I overslept today, and then I woke up and I was like, I have to film so I can edit and post because it's Friday. Happy Veterans Day. Shout out to all the veterans. You guys are amazing. Yeah, but I overslept, so I instantly went into panic because I slept 40 minutes late, which is okay because I had a lot of time today because I don't have school and I don't work till later in the afternoon. But I instantly went into panic mode, like I'm not going to have enough time. So I like got ready really fast and I just was like, gotta go. And so I didn't like sit down and think about this much before. Get ready. I was up really late last night. I've been rewatching Glee and it hurts my heart. I'm like watching it and I'm just like, God. It's upsetting. It makes me sad to watch it every time. I'm just sitting here because I like, do any of you guys did any of you watch Glee when it was happening, or have you watched it since? Because I don't know, one day I was like, I want to rewatch Glee from the beginning. So I never actually watched the last season, the very last one, so that's kind of the point of this, is to actually watch all of it. But I haven't watched it since like I haven't watched like the first 2 seasons since like middle school, and now I'm watching them and I'm just like, ah! And I'm so upset because they're so stupid. I was watching it last night and it was the episode where Finn and Rachel break up because Rachel made out with Puckerman, and my mom is like listening to the other room because I was just finishing right before her and I were gonna watch our TV that we watched together, and she could like hear it and she was like, what are you watching? And I was like, Mom, it's Glee. It's supposed to be this cheesy. It's the point. Right now I'm on the episode with the benefit to raise money to go to nationals. They just won regionals, and Kurt and Blaine just got together, so life is kind of good. Except I hate Quinn in season 2. How did this become me talking about Glee? What? I'm sorry. Read this book. Read this book. It's really worth it. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this book review turned Glee talk. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that I started rambling about Glee, and I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird. I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of this in this moment. My hair's not flopping the way I like it. There we go. I'm just kidding. I'm done. I will see you all on Monday. Comment down below if you've read this book. If you like Glee, give this video a thumbs up. If you don't like Glee, but you like the video, still give it a thumbs up. And so like, comment, and subscribe, all that fun stuff. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Except for that one time when I posted on Tuesday. We're not going to talk about it. I'm blocking it out. It's gone. What is my video on? On Monday, I'll be doing another old top 5 video, so that'll be fun. Look for that. Woo! What happened there? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye. That's not my outro. Have a good few days. Read a good book. Watch some Glee. That one right there.